Good afternoon, my name is Liam Neild and this is the MU Review, the place where I talk all things Manchester United in the world of football, and today I'm here to review Manchester United's 4-0 victory over Wigan Athletic in the FA Cup 4th round. And yeah, pretty routine game for us today. We were very sloppy in the first half, let's be honest, but I was happy with the way in general that Jose Mourinho approached the game. We had a rotated team, but we still had a lot of heavy hitters in it. Anthony Martial, Henrik Mkhitaryan, Chris Smalling. I could go on, but for the sake of time I won't. It was a strong side, but we were also able to give our key players a rest. De Gea got a rest, Pogba got a rest, Ibrahimovic got a rest, and I think that illustrates something that I've kind of been hammering home all season, which is that we have so much more strength in depth this year that we can rotate our team, 50% or more of our team, and still put out a team capable of competing at the top level, let alone against a team struggling at the bottom of the Championship. And given the shocks that we saw, with Liverpool getting knocked out by Wolves and Tottenham being very lucky to not get knocked out by Wigan, it was vital for us to go out there and prove why, and to field a strong team and not underestimate Wigan. In the first half we were very sloppy, as I said before, but we managed to come through that and scored a goal. Marouane Fellaini off a Bastian Schweinsteiger cross. Happy days, and Bastian Schweinsteiger back in the team. I've always advocated for him to be a part of the squad. And Marouane Fellaini, almost on the opposite end of the spectrum, someone who is a part of the squad that I've advocated to be taken out. But in the end, they both ended up producing at some level today. In the second half, we improved. The next goal we scored was very similar to the first one, across this time from Anthony Martial to Chris Smalling at the back post. And once we had our 2-goal lead, we really started to, move through the gears a bit more. Martial and Mkhitaryan combined really well for the third goal, and I was very happy to see Bastian Schweinsteiger score his first Manchester United goal, I think, since Leicester away last season, which is, I think, 13 or 14 months, so good for him. He's done really well to get back into the team. But as far as what this means for our season, it doesn't mean a whole lot, apart from it was important for us to get back to winning ways. After 3 winless games, like I said in my last review, it was very important for us to win and get a clean sheet here, even though it is only Wigan at home in the FA Cup 4th round. And also it's important to keep our defence of the trophy going, because the longer we stay in the competition, the more belief we're going to have that we can win it. And I know that the Premier League is probably out of reach at this point, but a treble of cups is still very much possible. We used to call it the plastic treble back in the days when Liverpool did it, but I think if we won it, we'd be quite satisfied, given that the Europa League gives you automatic Champions League group stage qualification, and winning the FA Cup 2 years in a row, throwing a League Cup in there, that's a good season, even if we did finish in 6th position where we are now. Now, that being said, I don't think we will win all 3 competitions. In fact, I think we'd be lucky to win 2 of them. But that being said, being in the final of the EFL Cup, being in the last 16 of the FA Cup, and of course still being in and around the Premier League top 6, happy days. I'm thrilled with the way things are going at the moment. Obviously, we still have those final pieces of the puzzle to fit in, but compared to where we were this time last year, when we were so lost without direction under Louis van Gaal, the FA Cup was almost our saviour. It was our one saving grace that season, was that, oh well, at least we might get a trophy if we win the FA Cup. This year the FA Cup's like down there as far as like, oh yeah, it would be great if we could win it, a bit like it was under Ferguson, kind of, if we can win it, great, but if not, it's not the end of the world. And that's the way it should be. We should be focused on getting into the top 4 in the Premier League and competing for the title. Obviously this season might be a bit out of reach, like I said before, but the mentality is back, the strength and depth is back, the quality of play is back, and even though we didn't play brilliantly for 90 minutes today, we got to see some players that we hadn't seen in a while, or even ever before, like Axel Tuanzebe, someone who's really one to watch for the future, getting his first team debut at right back, played quite well for the few minutes that he got, and we got 4 goals and a clean sheet. Absolutely no complaints today. My man of the match, I was going to give it to Anthony Martial, but just out of sentiment, I'm going to give it to Bastian Schweinsteiger. He got an assist, he got a goal, and beyond that, he has the mentality, he has the Manchester United mentality. He was told by Mourinho at the start of the year he wasn't needed, and any other player with a World Cup winners medal, with however many Bundesliga winners medals, with a Champions League winners medal, would have said, right then, I'm off, I'm going to go to the MLS, I'm going to go to the Middle East, I'm going to go to China, I'm going to make massive money, and then I'm going to retire in a few years. That's not what Bastian Schweinsteiger said. He said, I believe that I still have something to contribute to this team, and he made Mourinho see that, because at the start of the season, Mourinho wasn't even willing to put him in his squad for things like the Europa League. He wasn't even letting him train with his first team players. Now he's at a point where he's starting games, albeit FA Cup games. Tremendous, tremendous kudos to Bastian Schweinsteiger. For that, along with his performance today, he gets my man of the match. That being said, onwards and upwards, back in the Premier League on Wednesday, and that's when we really need to kick it into gear. Today was important to get a win, to get us back in the winning mentality before our next big game, which is, at this point, every Premier League game is a big game. We're home against Hull. You'd expect us to win comfortably. Hull obviously beat us last week, so hopefully the lads will be a bit more motivated to go out there and really give them a hiding and show them who's the better side here. They've just lost Robert Snodgrass to West Ham. They've lost Jake Livermore. I think he went to West Brom. They're a weakened Hull side. They got battered by, who was it? Fulham from the Championship. They got battered 4-1, missed 2 penalties. They are ripe for the taking. We should go out there and absolutely smash them. We haven't beaten anybody by more than, I think, 4 goals this season. In the Premier League, I think actually our best victory is 4-1 against Leicester. So I would love us to go out and win 5 or 6-0 against Hull. Obviously, in the Premier League in the modern day, that's not realistic. But hell, with the players we've got, if they perform, I believe we can do it. And that's what I want to see. I want us to see us barraging through teams and really sending a message to the rest of the division. So if you enjoyed the video, like it. If you have anything to say, comment. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next time.